Despite the Bureau of Meteorology having promised us a warmer than usual winter, in keeping with their global warming ideological beliefs, we have in fact experienced an unusually cold winter. But I don't need to tell you that, do I? Nor, sadly, do I need to tell the frog population down under. There has been a record number of frogs dying across Australia recently, which some experts are suggesting could be as a result of our recent record low cold temperatures. New Zealand too has seen huge dumps of snow this week as an Antarctic front tore up the South Island. Of course, none of this is really that surprising at all, as this chart of solar activity proxy running back to the 1940s may well explain why. Basically, the sun runs on 11-year cycles with a solar maximum and a solar minimum within each cycle. Here in 2021, we find ourselves landing off the back of solar cycle 24, the weakest cycle of the modern era, and within another solar minimum, the deepest minimum of the past 100 or so years. Meanwhile, in Europe, even though it is still the height of summer, snow is already accumulating over the higher elevations of the Alps. Stubai Glacier, located near Innsbruck in Austria, Österreich, is the latest resort to report of a dusting of early August snow. This is summer, remember. But back to the southern hemisphere. South America has been buffeted by extreme polar chills in recent months. You'll remember I reported on the historic snowfall that hit Argentina in mid-June, as well as the all-time low temperature records across the continent throughout July, including the second coldest temperature ever logged in the tropics. Well, it's got worse this week with a wicked new freeze tearing through Brazil. Well, bad news for caffeine addicts there in Brazil. The freeze has further damaged Brazil's coffee crops, and they've never seen snow like that. That's why they were filming it. And the rare and heavy snowfall also left at least 13 cities, that was one of them, across the state of Rio Grande do Sul, blanketed in snow. It hasn't been this cold since 1955, reported Met Sul, their version of the BOM. And finally, record summer chills are also currently sweeping the eastern United States, where a bevy of new daily low temperature records have tumbled this week as an unusual mass of polar cold descended far south from Texas to South Dakota and from Massachusetts down to Louisiana and Alabama.